Hi photographers, I hope that you are still doing well and that everybody's safe and healthy and that you're not too terribly bored and going crazy and losing your mind over having to stay home for so long. Well, I have our next photography assignment for you. I think this will be a fun one. Before I tell you all about that, I want to remind you that when you're uploading your photography assignments, you need to put them into homeroom, into the correct gallery. I've had some people putting the light photos into the daily photo challenge galleries. I won't accept them there. I've had other people email me photos. I won't accept them there either. You have to put them into the homeroom gallery. That is part of your grade, is figuring out how to use that. Should be pretty easy because I sent you the invitation links to all of your HISD emails. If you don't know how to access your HISD email, go to the Pin Oak website, not our photography site, but the Pin Oak page. And on the home page there are links for different things. One of them is how to access your HISD email. Now, of course, our photography assignments are listed on our pinoakphotography.weebly.com website, and they're under that new online learning tab. So make sure you're reading the assignment there as well as watching this video. Also, make sure that once you upload your photo to the gallery in homeroom, and for this assignment, you'll upload it to a reflections gallery, that I also have questions for you to answer. Those are also part of your grade. So all of this is required. Your photography assignment grade will be based on the photo, the questions, and that you uploaded it to the homeroom gallery properly, and to the correct gallery. All right, let's talk about our new project. This one is called Reflections. So first I want us to think about what reflections means. And it has two main definitions. So one of them is reflections like in a mirror, like in the cheesy thumbnail that I made for you, where you can see yourself in the mirror, you can see other things. But think beyond mirrors. You can also see reflections in all kinds of things. You can see it in different shiny surfaces and glass. And what are different things that reflect? So light reflects, that's how we see images reflected, but sound also reflects. I'm not really sure how you could photograph that, but I'm throwing it out there in case anybody wants a challenge. So you have that kind of visual reflection. Another kind of reflection is to reflect on thoughts. So you may reflect back on this time in history that we're going through right now. You may reflect back on an earlier time in your childhood. You may reflect back on what it was like to be able to go to school in the olden days, 2019. So those are two different kinds of reflections. Now in this project this week, I want you to use both of those kinds of reflections in one photograph. And I'm not going to give you any instructions other than that about the photograph itself, other than you need to represent both kinds of reflections in the same photograph. I would encourage you that with the visual reflection, I would say don't just use a mirror to reflect yourself. Try to do something more creative with that. I feel like that's everybody's first thought, is to use a mirror. But I'd really like to see you pushing yourself, challenging yourself to do something more creative. So I'm going to have an assignment again for Monday, Tuesday, and then another assignment for Wednesday, Thursday that all culminates into this reflection project. And so your assignment for Monday, Tuesday is to brainstorm what image you want to create on Thursday or Wednesday and Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, you're brainstorming however you brainstorm. So in class, I often will have you make lists of things. I'll have you do little drawings. That's a way that really helps me. Not just as your teacher to be able to see what you're thinking, but when I'm creating artwork and I'm planning for an art piece, I have journals where I write and sketch things. And they do that in the art classes too. They have journals and they write and sketch and come up with ideas and work out problems. They problem solve in their journals. So I would love for you to do something like that, but people think in different ways. So if that just really doesn't work for you, I mean, don't blow it off just because it's a little more work. But if your brain just doesn't work that way, or that doesn't make sense to you, then do what does make sense to you. But Monday, Tuesday, you're thinking about how you can create the most creative reflection photo with those two different kinds of reflections in it. So the thinking reflection and the visual reflection. How can you combine those into one photograph? And then on Wednesday and Thursday, or Wednesday or Thursday, you're going to take your photograph. It's up to you how many photos you take. If you have brainstormed and you've come up with this one idea that's fantastic and you feel like that's the only thing you have to shoot, that's okay. If you come up with several pictures while you're brainstorming, brainstorming and you're not sure which one is going to come out best in a photo, maybe try taking a few of those pictures and then picking the best one. And again, this is due by Sunday night at 8 p.m. So make sure you have it all done and turned into the Reflections Gallery on Homeroom by Sunday night at 8 p.m. Also keep in mind that Friday is a holiday for Good Friday, and then Sunday is Easter. A lot of people celebrate those, a lot of people don't. If you do, and your family has plans of some sort, staying where you are hopefully, just keep that in mind when you are scheduling your time to get all of your work done for this class and all your other classes too. You don't want Sunday to come around and then realize, oh, I can't do schoolwork because my family has plans, and then you don't end up turning your work in. Now, in addition to putting your photo up on Homeroom, you also have 2 questions to answer. One of them is your class period again. The reason I'm asking for that is when I'm grading, it's easier for me to find your name if I know what class period you're in, because my rosters are printed by class period. So rather than having to go through 7 different rosters, I can flip to the right one to find you. That just helps me out. And then 2, under your picture in Homeroom, I want you to write your class period and then this. I want you to describe your brainstorming process that you used on Monday and Tuesday to come up with the idea for the photo that you shoot on Wednesday, Thursday. So if you did writing, drawing like we did in class, tell me about that. If you have another process that you decided to use, tell me about that. I want to know what process works best for you. And that's your assignment. So brainstorming Monday, Tuesday for a photo that you're taking Wednesday, Thursday on Reflections. It has a visual reflection and a thoughtful reflection in the same photo. And then by Sunday at 8 p.m., you post that in Homeroom in the Reflections Gallery and you answer those 2 questions. Remember, this will all be written out on our website too, so you can look at the instructions there and not have to watch the video a second time if you don't want to. But that's it. And please remember too, during the week, you are free to reach out to me via email, and make sure you're using your HISD emails, please. But if you have any questions, concerns, you want to run ideas by me, whatever, I'm here, not going anywhere. So feel free. That's it. I will see you later this week or in the next video. Bye guys. I hope you have a great day.